Wish.org, Make-A-Wish grants the wish of a child diagnosed with a life-threatening medical condition in the United States and its territories on average every 38 minutes. They believe that a wish experience can be a game changer. This one belief guides them, it inspires them to grant wishes and that change the lives of kids that they serve. I believe that it is important for you guys to know this about this charity because Make-A-Wish Foundation, it helps you to inform one day that you may want to donate to this charity to help people overcome their sickness and their illness they're going through, because it just helps them. Tonight I will talk to you about the history, the purpose, and the success stories of this foundation. I will start out my presentation to discuss with you about the history of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Make-A-Wish explained that it all started with Chris's wish. Chris was a little boy who was about 5 or 6 years old when he was diagnosed with leukemia. And the U.S. Customs agent his last name was Austin, and when asked the local officer, to see if they could do something for Chris and his illness. And, they said it will most likely be that he won't live. Well, they want to make his time they had left on the earth a lot better. So they got helicopters, and they had police cars, and he put him in a police uniform, and all those different things, and they want to just make his special day and make his big wish, becoming a police officer, come true. And it encouraged the police officers to see his smiling face, and when they were giving him a tour of everything there, and Austin and Rod Cox was the officer they went and talked to, who planned it all. They didn't realize that it would actually be 30 years later they'd be making Make-A-Wish Foundation. Now that I've told you about the history, I will continue to share with you the actual purpose of Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish purpose is to make children with serious medical conditions wishes come true. It's also to give them something to look forward to, besides just having their therapy treatments or their sickness and their medicines that they have to take, and it also they also use each child's stories to help impact someone else. As well as the stories helping someone, the donations that you guys might want to give will help them as well. You can either send a single or a monthly pledge. It also impacts the children greatly to see your loving heart to help them have their big wish come true. Now that I've shared with you about the overall purpose of this charity, I will move on and explain some wonderful success stories of patients with the foundation this has helped with. The first story, I wish to meet. Kennedy, who was the age of 6, wished that she could be a real ballerina and wanted to meet one just like her. I can relate to this story because I also danced for 5 years, from elementary age to middle school age. Her condition was troubled with a neurological disorder at the age of 3, and with this she had a lot of seizures, which caused her to have a lot of trouble talking, couldn't sleep very well, and always seemed to be in the hospital, and wasn't able to interact with the own kids her age, according to Kennedy's mom. Make-A-Wish Foundation came in and rescued her day, and she was so excited to see that, a foundation this big is caring about my big wish. And Kennedy's dad said that her big wish came true when they came and helped her. And also that they came in and let her to see the New York Ballet, and she got to meet real actual ballerinas. And they had her sign different little things, and it was just a neat experience to see. This touched me because my sister has also been diagnosed with seizures, and so I can relate to somehow what Kennedy's family went through during that time. The next story is I wish I wish to have. Lewis, at the age of 4, wished to have an army-themed fort for his big wish. He had Burkitt leukemia. Make-A-Wish Foundation came in and they said, let's send some soldiers out there and make a fun day for Lewis. They gave him military supplies to play with. They, and got him an own uniform, just kind of almost related with Chris's story earlier. Next story I'm going to tell you about is My Life Now. Joe, at the age of 16, wishes to have a violin, but seems to look like Make-A-Wish took it one step further for Joe. Joe's condition was cancer. At the age of 15, he found out that he was diagnosed with a rare bone disease, and only 400 people worldwide actually get this, and 700 people in the United States get it, diagnosed each year. Oh wait, the numbers are switched up there. And they came in and actually gave him a huge violin and a professional one that he could play with, and eventually played at the Carnegie Hall with his family and friends. In conclusion, I've told you tonight about the history of the foundation, the purpose of the foundation, and how this foundation has greatly impacted and changed lives for the better. It's amazing to see that an organization such as Make-A-Wish Foundation can impact people's lives like that. It can happen with all the love and support it gets from the donators like you. Thank you.
Very good. Very good.